Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Ark Survival Evolved. Today in this video folks, I am going to be showing you how to tame the Gallimimus. So if you guys enjoy this video, please don't forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description as well as in a pinned comment from myself. So the Gallimimus is a land creature and it is pretty fast. Now, you can try and use a bola. You can bola, of course. But, of course, the problem with that is that the bola will not last long enough if you don't have a good weapon to knock it out with. You can use the trank arrows, but I recommend you use darts because they will do more damage to the Gallimimus and it does not have that much health as it is. In order to ride it, you will need a saddle, and here are what you need for the saddle. Of course, you can craft the saddle at level 29, and you will need 240 hide, 160 fiber, 120 wood, and 25 metal. The saddle for the Gallimimus allows 3 players to ride the Gallimimus. It does have a decent carry weight, so do bear that in mind, and you can level up speed on the Gallimimus to make it even faster. However, it does turn quite badly. With that being said and done, in terms of kibble, the Gallimimus likes the simple kibble or vegetables. I do recommend using the simple kibble, and do bear in mind that the Gallimimus's torpor does drop quite fast, so you will have to move quite quick with regards to putting the narcotic in its inventory. Now, obviously, what we're going to do is we're going to place a trap. Now, this is, of course, a passive creature, and once you attack it, it will run away, so it will be pretty fast. However, there is a way to kite it into the trap. We're going to start off with a 2x2 foundation. We're going to build walls all the way around. So we'll go 2 walls tall, and then we will place ramps into the ground. So as you can see, that is, of course, a pitfall trap. Now, how are we going to do this? We're going to use the rare flowers, which will aggro the Gallimimus and pretty much everything around it. But the point is to get the Gallimimus to follow us into the pitfall trap and fall in. Then we can wait for the effect of the rare flower to go away and start tranking it. So that is the simple plan. I do bear in mind the Gallimimus does tend to attack you once you've used the rare flowers, so keep that in mind. You will want a sturdy mount. You will want a mount that is able to get over the hole of the trap itself, and ideally you will want to build your trap on a flat piece of land. Now, I tried to use the portion of land that I'm on to have it as flat as possible, but as you can see, going downhill slightly, the ramps don't really connect, so that can have some side effects in which the Gallimimus might not get up the ramp, or the Gallimimus might shoot off the ramp. So one or two things can happen here. Before you start trying to kite the Gallimimus, my suggestion is that you clear out the area. Now, the purpose of this trap, well, actually there's 2 purposes for it. One is to keep it steady so it does not run away once you start tranking it, and the other one is to keep it safe. Obviously, there will be dangerous things around. So I've started consuming the rare flowers. Now, this can be a bit dodgy at times. It might take several attempts. I do bring a decent stack of rare flowers, and as you can see, even the sheep or the obvious will try and attack you. It will sometimes focus on the ramp, so it may take a couple of attempts. So just be patient with it. It will eventually go into the trap. You do want to make it too tall so that the Gallimimus, when it's chasing you, does not overjump the trap. And just keep repositioning until it falls in. Now, this may take a bit of time, may take a bit of practice, but once you have it in there, it should be safely tucked away whilst you trank it. Now, this is a starting mount, and you can get it pretty early on, as you can craft the saddle at level 29. But again, it does not take that much. You don't even need to make it out of stone. This is just what I had on me. You can craft the strap out of wood and even thatch, as obviously the Gallimimus is not a hostile creature. It's only hostile when you consume the rare flowers. So I'm going to try and reposition myself. This is just to show you guys that it may take a couple of attempts. Not everything will go flawlessly. And let's try this once more. So there we go. It just lost aggro on me and went back to the ramps. We just have to keep on doing this until it falls into the trap. It will eventually, as long as other stuff that are dangerous are not around. If there are other dangerous creatures around, oh, there we go. If there are other creatures that are dangerous around, make sure to take them out. Now, notice there that I did not consume a rare flower to re-get its attention. That was because it was already aggroed onto the ramp. It was pointless. It would not do anything. So, if it focuses on the ramp, what you want to do is wait for the effects of the rare flowers to go away and then see what it does. It may just run up the ramp or it may run away. If it does run away, just eat some rare flowers. It will re-aggro onto you. As you can see, it's now trapped in. It can't get out. So it's time for me to start tranking. Now, obviously, the best place to get a Gallimimus is on the Ragnarok map. Do bear in mind, the Gallimimus does spawn in an area where Aloes and Gigas spawn. So do make sure that the area is clear before you start doing this. A Giga is definitely something to be afraid of. On the island map, the Gallimimus spawns around the redwood forest. So again, another very dangerous area. So of course, the Gallimimus, as I said, is a passive creature. It will run away once you start tranking it. It is a fast runner and it will be difficult to keep up with. And unlike other creatures, the AI of the Gallimimus will make it run in a zigzag, unpredictable pattern. So it is going to be difficult to knock it out once it starts running away. Just keep that in mind. Which is why the best way of doing this is with a pitfall trap. Also, another thing to know about the Gallimimus and knocking it out. Well, I said you can use bolas, but I recommend a pitfall trap. If you do not have access to a weapon, or in this case a crossbow or a long neck rifle that is of a better quality, I strongly suggest that you use a pitfall trap. Otherwise, you will end up losing the Gallimimus. Now, luckily for me, this area is clear of any trees and bushes and stuff like that. But if you are in an area, say on the island, where the Gallimimus spawns in, or in between the redwood forest and the swamp, you run a good chance of losing your tame. Obviously, this applies to high level Gallimimuses. The higher the level, the more torpor it will have, the more darts you will have to put in it. So it's that simple. Once it's down, make sure that you keep an eye on its torpor, as it does drop quite quickly. Another suggestion that I have for you guys is, once it has been knocked out, make sure to remove the ramps so that other stuff does not get in there. Now, obviously, you will need to keep an eye out on what is around you to make sure that there aren't any hostile creatures such as Gigas and Aloes that may potentially complicate your tame. As this is a high level Gallimimus and there is a risk to losing it due to hostile creatures, I suggest that you use the starving technique. So that means you have to keep its torpor up and keep it knocked out until it is sufficiently hungry to want to eat the kibbles all in one go. For this, of course, you can use the Dodo Dex app. You just introduce the details of the server of the creature into the app and it will tell you how long you need to starve it for. It will also tell you how much narcotic you will need, and as well as what type of food and how long it will take it to tame it. The Dodo Dex app is also available for iOS as well as Android devices. Now, as you can see, I have removed the trap around here. I did make sure that the area is clear. It is pretty much now almost instantly taming, as it has been starved out. So I'm just waiting for it to eat its kibble, and then once it's up, I should be able to get it to a safe place. This does require a bit of patience. Sometimes it will take time for it to decide to eat again, but as you can see, it is fairly hungry. And look at how much health it has remaining, bearing in mind that I did use the long neck rifle with the darts, which do the minimal amount of damage. So anything that will do more damage will, of course, possibly kill it, which is why I don't recommend that you use the narcotic arrows, or the trank arrows to be more specific. So while I wait here, I'm just going to start doing some inventory management, and lo and behold, it is now up. Now I'm going to place it in a cryopod as I want to take it back to base. And as I said, it does have a saddle that you'll need to place on it in order to ride it. It does have 3 seats, and so you can have someone in front and one behind the main player that is guiding the Gallimimus. As you can see, it can jump and it does have a bite attack. Do bear in mind, the bite attack does not do that much damage. As you can see, its turning radius is huge. Not very good at that, but once you level up its speed, it can and will outrun pretty much anything in the game. that is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Seftopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video description as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.